Whoa. Okay, this will be chat questions. After this, if I have any energy, I'll do another galactic update. We'll see how things go. So, all right, much love. And, I'm not sure who's here. I feel Anunnaki, but I don't know if they're out to answering and stuff, but you never know. Last time they came in, they didn't answer anything. You heard like one question left, so I'm not sure if they're into that. So, all right. Clear the energy. Greetings. This is Novak. Blessings. Yes. Yes, the handsomest reptilian alive. Of course, I guess that's up to debate, but they don't. Screw them. There is a galactic update before we begin. There's a lot of stuff going around. Palladian energies, Palladian starseed coming into Earth, which is good. A big wave is what I'm seeing, more than I've ever seen before. Just to let you know. So if you see any new kids, they're Palladian. Give them a high five or something like that. A lot of them are probably going to be druggies when they grow up, but you know, you can't. Well, at least they're not trying to harm anybody. At least, of course, it's going to be kind of hard to see because you already have enough of those already. But you're getting more. That's all I have for you. Okay. Yes, if you have questions, I have answers. Hopefully.
Oh, okay. Thanks for joining. Thanks for taking the questions.
Anytime. Thanks for having me. I'll do autographs after the show.
Awesome. And first is Emmy's question, and Emmy's question was, hold on one moment. Okay, I've been told my energy is fused or imprinted on Archangel Michael and vice versa. I want to know, what is this? Why is this? I know my higher self, Archangel Amelia, is connected to him, but I want to know what the nature of that connection is and what, if any, specific things from this relationship should I bring about in my current incarnation? How do I honor that?
Just honor it by being. I'm getting feedback. Just honor it however you want. A lot of this stuff cannot be said here. But we'll get back to you later. Just go by your instincts. Don't worry about it. It's something you have to just be yourself, be a good person, or don't be a good person, whatever. It doesn't really matter. Just it means you have a close connection with Michael, and there's a lot of mystery stuff there that I can't go through right now. So send me an email. I don't have one, but send me a galactic email. Okay, that's all I got for you.
Okay. And next is Xiaoma. Now I know that I'm heavily involved in a secret project, so I need to reveal what I know to the public. The problem is that I don't think I can do this alone. Will there be someone who can help me with this disclosure mission?
Give yourself time. Somebody most likely will show up, but just give yourself time. It will. It's going to be a while for that person to show. You got to get used to what you're receiving. Also, you got to be comfortable with being able to put this stuff out there. Also, so just give yourself some time. Might happen before the end of the year. It's hard to say.
Okay. And next question is there any expected number of audience that I have to reach in order to fulfill this disclosure mission?
No. As long as you put it out there, it's all that matters. It will reach who it needs to reach. The numbers will grow. Just give it time. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. Next is Robin Plains. I want to know more about going into 5D. I was told there will be a very, very bright light right before it happens, and to call in work or to pull over if driving. It will last 1 or 2 hours. Is there anything else we need to know?
1 second. There's no one way for it to happen. It happens in different ways. And 5D can go up and can go down. Connecting to 5D, depending on the vibration you have, now understanding you have to let go of a lot of negativity that's around you at this time. And I see there's quite a bit of it, actually. So to let that all go, yes, you'll go into a higher density level. But you got to do still much more clearing. Your chakras need, as from what I see, yes, more clearing. You can have more crystals around it. That'll help you clear this stuff out. There's some of that stuff that you're not seeing all of it. The more you clear out, the higher you will go. As for what will happen, it'll be gradual, but understand most of your humanity is not ready for that, so you will go up and down, as many do. But as for your mind will connect to it, but your body, it depends on the vibration of your earth. A lot of people like to bring people down, so it will go up and down. But your spiritual connection, yes, will be connected to 5, but your body, unfortunately, will be stuck in 4 because of the vibrations of people around you. They're all pulling down on you. It's just the way it goes. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. And the second one is there any messages for me? Who is around me? Many thanks, much love. Love your work. You are awesome.
Well, first off, not concentrating on 50, concentrating on 4D first. You also have a lot of reptilian lifetimes that are just crazy. And that would be good to go through all of that. It would actually be kind of fascinating for you. But as for who's around you, it is Pleiadians, Yael, Arcturians, and let's see what you got. Nordics are around you. That's interesting. You have a connection with all these guys through your past lives. Mostly in your human lifetimes, you had a lot of Nordics around you. Bring you assistance. As for teaching, I see you as a school teacher in a past life. I'm not sure if you can pick up on that now, but you did have that in the past. And that helps the education system. That was kind of crap in the past, but it's still kind of crap now. But it did help a lot of individuals. And you're getting good karma from a lot of that. That's a message from your Nordic buddies. A reptilian, you don't need to go through that. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. And next is Raw N. Recent life changes.
Is that a question?
Yes.
I don't know. What is that like? Is there any life changes, or there are? Say that question.
Any guidance regarding my recent life changes from
Oh,
raw end?
that helps. One moment. Yeah, stay positive. Yeah, this might not be exactly what you're looking for in life, but just stay positive. Clear your space. Ask your guys. The Palladians will help you. Arcturians will help you. I'm serious about this. Call them in and help. Well, of course, your angels, of course. Yeah, call one of those in. Or call a whole bunch of them in. Some call a million. Yeah, sure. Go bring in a million, 2 million, whatever. It is good to clear your space out, and others should follow that also, especially through change, because it's easy to get caught into the negative spin of things because you're not sure of it, and this is all fucked up, and you're just like, I don't know if I'm going to go through this. This change can screw you up. The more positive you are, the more positive it will be. That's all I got for you. Have a good day.
Okay. And next question is, do I have any messages? Thank you and much love.
Well, that was technically a message, but yeah, your Palladian friends are assisting you right now with your chakra systems. You've been visiting the Palladians a lot recently, and your Anunnaki buddies have been coming through. I'm not sure if you know about that, but surprise, October surprise, yeah, whatever. Yeah, you have Anunnaki now. Understand this is the good Anunnaki. I hate to I don't want to discriminate, but anyway, the positive Anunnaki I've had a lot of lifetimes with, they're assisting you with this change. Also, your vibrational change. Understand. Of course, I don't know how people connect to Anunnaki. Lucky you for being here. Anunnaki, aren't able to connect with a lot of people. So you connecting to them, obviously the nice ones, and the negative ones, I don't think you're allowed around anybody. They are, but not around you. You're pretty well protected. But they'll connect to whoever they want to, or whoever they can, to help their message and help their society out, because it's kind of in disarray. They don't know what they're doing. But connecting to humans will help them, as it helps all the species. So, meaning, if you feel the Anunnaki around, don't worry about it. It's no big deal. But you can learn a lot from them as you become more spiritually connected. If you would connect to them in meditation, it's all good. You might see some bad, but that was just the past. But there is good there too. Okay, I think it's hot enough. Thank you. Have a good day.
Okay. And next is from Jess444. Can you explain my Elohim connection, and do they have any messages for me?
Yeah, Elohim is a lot of big mystery around you at this time. It is. Oh, yeah, it cannot be said here. One moment. No. I'm getting no. Later it'll be better. As for messages, obviously, you know you have a lot of reptilian connections, but also you have a lot of Palladian connections that are positive that have not been connected to you. Concentrate on the positive in meditation, however you want, but there's a lot of positive Palladians. Some of them are like 4 feet tall. I believe like your Lakesh that you're connected to. Similar to that race, not exactly. And they can bring some positive energies to you. Yes, one is calling himself Ham. And he will help you brighten your day. That's all I got for you. Have a nice day.
Okay. And the next question is, any messages from my higher self, Madeline? Blessings.
From Madeline? Okay.
Yes.
Let's see what you got here. Yeah, it seems like you're opening up to more galactic lifetimes. You have Palladians are real popular today. The Palladians said that you're gonna love this. That you were planted. That sounds very bizarre, but you are planted with the Yael, and the Yael, well, willingly. You are. I don't know why they're giving me that word. Why are they giving me that messed up word? Okay, integrated into the Yael, like as a star seed, born into it, but you're coming from a Palladian perspective into a Yael. As a Yael, you're part of Earth basically, because Yael gives you Earth powers, whatever. But it gives you a closer connection to Earth. And you started reincarnating from the Yael into Earth. I believe, okay, Middle Age time period. I believe that was one of your first incarnations. I could be wrong. Oh, okay. From your Yael lifetime as an alien, it was Middle Age, and you were a person that was big on jewelry and stuff like that. A jewelry person. They did have that stuff back then. It might have been dirty, but it was okay. It was very creative. You were an artist, but of jewelry. And you know a lot about it, and you taught a lot of beings about it because that came from the Yael information to Earth. And you just were very fortunate to connect to the right people. And you actually lived not a rich life, but not too bad either. I believe this was in England, somewhere in England. All right, that's all I got for you. Have a good day. Anything else?
Okay. Next is, yes. For Thomas Peterson. I feel I have lived past lives with my mother, father, and brother Christian, both Arcturian and Syrian lives. Can you tell me more about these connections?
Well, yes, you left out all the reptilian lifetimes for some reason. Well, I'm going to give you the reptilian connections. You can. With them, you had lifetimes of war with them. You had different positions in family, like you're the dad, your mom was your daughter, stuff like that. And yeah, I see that you felt like you're letting her down in this life. Well, yeah, in a reptilian life, one moment. It wasn't a reptilian life. It was a Palladian life where your mom was your daughter, and you felt like you were letting her down. It was very similar to Earth. Not as messed up as this place, but it was similar in some ways. And you have a grieving part of you that is where you did not feel like you could support them enough, your children, and you let them down. And you lived very poor also. Not by your doing, some other beings seem to have took your fortune away, and you felt like you're letting them down. And in this life, it kind of carried into that. You gotta let that go. That's got it has its hold on you. There was a lot of stuff you just couldn't control, and it's still coming into this life. Okay, thank you. Have a nice day.
And next question is the Rendlesham Forest UFO incident at the RAF Woodbridge in 1980. Which race visited that forest, and what were their purpose? A craft which could shape shift into lights were seen. It had triangular features with black glossy surface. People have lost time from that incident.
It was mostly Palladian, the Nordic Palladians. Not the tall blondes, that was another group. It was the Nordic Palladians. And some of them are blue also, but they were tall blue Palladians. Yes. And they had a lot of reptilian energy also, but mostly Palladian. Thank you.
Okay. And next is from Moses. I am very interested in the Emerald Tablets of Thought. How important are his teachings for us humans today?
Very important depending on who you are. Yes, you can learn a lot from them. As for many of you had past lives with this one where you're during those teachings and you were affected much by it. And so that's why many are reconnecting to it. And reconnecting to it and also having it change their life again where it did in that other lifetime. It does bring more positive energies, more of a... It's still a lot of confusion there, what life's about and all that, which is fine. But it does bring a more positive energy into one's life. Family life also, it seems. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. And his next question is, if Yael or Laren being channeled, he wants a DNA infusion from the Larens or Yael. Otherwise, how much DNA infusion can a human have?
Y'all will recommend a 3% infusion. It will help clear your chakras to a certain extent, but will help you also think more clearly and calm down the reptilian energies that you have connected to you. Done in the right way, it will help you very much also connect to your family and friends a little bit easier and to your guides. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. Next is Carol McLaughlin. Hello, are there any messages for my sister Pamela?
Yes, your guides want to let you know that you're in a safe place. Apparently, you've had lifetimes where it was not the case. And I think it still bothers you sometimes of being alone. This is what they're saying. And at one time, yes, because in the past, you had past lives that were not very fun. As being a female, being alone, a bunch of weirdos walking around. They weren't reptilian, but if reptilian would be a different story. But anyway. But yes, they say that you're safe now, and you can also let go of those lifetimes also. If you do a meditation, you'll be able to see this and let go of it. Also, you have a lifetime as a star being where you're very, very sensitive. And coming into this lifetime, you feel very sensitive to many things. If you connect to the stars, you will feel like you're one of them. Well, maybe, but they say yes. Depends on your belief system and everything. Thank you, and have a nice day.
Okay. And our second question is, Pamela would also like to know about her son who was adopted to a foster family in 1978. Much love to you.
I believe he's doing well. It does seem like that. I feel a lot of doctor energy around him. I'm not sure if he became a doctor or some of his family is a doctor, or there's a lot of doctor medical stuff around him. Not to say he needs a doctor, I don't see that. But I do see him around a family of physicians of some sort. At least at one time, or he is not being very clear. But I believe he's doing well at this time, as far as I can tell. Blessings. Have a nice day.
Okay. And next is Crystal Lee Snow. Does Archangel Michael have any messages for her? Thank you, love, and blessings.
I don't know. Let me give him a call. Yes, Archangel Michael says, let the past go. There are some things that you're still holding on. But as a child, you can do a meditation to allow this to leave. Also, your canine lifetimes also. If you do a meditation on the canine lifetimes, there's actually some that are holding on to you that weren't exactly the easiest lifetimes either as a canine being. It was canines, aliens connecting to humans. It didn't always go so well in other realities, and you were part of that. If you do a meditation, most likely it will come through, but it was quite difficult. In the early stages, it has gotten better, but even then, there's still rough patches and different realities. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. And next is Symmetry. What are my connections to Lucifer? He was helping Ade in my healing session with her, and Ade said that was the first time Lucifer came through in her healing sessions to help heal someone. So does that mean me and him have a connection?
Oh, yes. You had... Your connection here is on Earth, where you're both angels working together during the dark days of Earth. Okay, that's hard to connect to because there's a lot of dark days of Earth. During the Dark Ages, during the times of Roman times, you were angels during that time of healing many souls. Imagine yourself as an angel in another dimension, going to souls and blessing them, let's say, allowing darkness to release, such as dark entities. Where a dark entity is approaching someone, you imagine a Lucifer and you removing them instantly. They have no business there. This is what you call being protected. You're wondering what that looks like. I just gave you an image of it. Some say you are protected and some are not. Well, some are not because they need to go through those lessons. They allow that in their chart to be connected. Of course, that's not always the case. Some dark beings are very tricky. And it's difficult for once they attach themselves, it's hard to let. The human allows them to stay. So it's hard for an angel to release it. So if you go into your mind, you'll be able to see more clearly what I'm speaking of as you connect more to the spirit world. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. And Donna Riggs' question. During our session, you said I had many lifetimes as Zeta Grey and a lieutenant, and that I have many children in a hybrid program. Could you elaborate a bit more about that, please?
Yes, in the hybrid program, yes, you can say a Zeta mom watching over hybrid children and Zetas. Also, as many Lyrans there understand with the Zeta projects, they have different type of beings there because Zetas, they know how to hide very well because the hybrid programs are very fragile because there are children there. So they have facilities that are hidden. Some are not, but some beings are kind of a pain in the ass, so they have to do it. So there's actually many Lyrans there also, and you're in charge of much of this. Also in charge of, the Zetas don't exactly have a military, but they have something kind of like that. And you're one where many Zetas came to for input and information, and you gave orders also to give you more of an idea. If you meditate on this, you'll be able to see it. There's not just Lyrans there are other beings, but I'll leave you with mostly it is Lyran, felines, and Zetas. You'd be surprised. They get along pretty well, depending where you are in the universe. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. And next is Symmetry. His second question. Any messages for him?
Your connection with Lucifer will become more clear. There's other lifetimes on Mars, on Pluto, on other planets you've had a strong connection. As brothers, just several different realities where he was helping you and you were helping him. You've had human lifetimes also in other realities. I do see the two of you in Jupiter, but as light beings, sharing your knowledge with Jupiter beings, because many of them have never had an angel lifetime before, and learning it from you was quite fascinating for them. Understand they could put it like on a board, not on a board, but a galactic wall, and show their lifetimes to beings. Blessings.
Okay. And next is Donna Riggs again. You also stated that I come from the Draconian star system. May I have more information on that, please? Great appreciation and love.
Lucky you that I am here. One moment. Yes, you come from the Draconian star system, yes. You've had reptilian lifetimes, but also what I'm seeing is that you had a lot of Palladian lifetimes in the Draconian star system that does exist. Not very well known, but it does exist. And as a Palladian, I understand you've had many Palladian lifetimes there, and eventually became more Draconian. It was kind of obvious, but think of a world where there's Palladians and a lot of reptilians. That's the kind of world that you've had many experiences with. So you have to understand to help you become stronger. A lot of these reptilians, Palladians, I should say, a lot of these Palladians are now athletes, are very tough because of the experiences with the reptilians. Not to say they've had incarnations with it, but they have much dealings with it to strengthen their society up without having an incarnation. I believe you had incarnations with them also, but your guides want you to know more about that aspect. They didn't give that away, but they're going to more of that detail. So yes, it came from the Draconian star system, but it was actually a lot of Palladian energies there. That's not a whole lot of that known. I'll give you that. Blessings. Have a nice day.
Okay. Next is Stephanie Ritterman. Are there any messages for me?
Yes, from the fairies of Agartha, they said you've been connecting to them recently. You might not remember it, but it is your astral self has been connecting to them and waking you up. You might wake up in the middle of the night is because your aspect has been letting you know of your fairy lifetimes. Also, I want you to know that there's worlds with fairies, very tall ones, 6 feet tall, some are taller than that. To let you know of those realities also that you can connect to through meditation or however you want to go about it, through hypnosis, whatever it might be. And you're very connected to the giants also. I don't believe you have a giant, no, but I do connect to the giants very often. As you get more familiar with Agartha, you'll be able to pick up on this. Blessings to you.
Okay. And our next one is, what is my mother's DNA mixture and what percentage are they?
At least at this time, it is Palladian 2%. Yeah, yo, 5%. Sometimes it goes to 10. Anunnaki is 2%. Gray is 3%. Syrian, 14%. That is all. Blessings. Have a nice day.
Okay. And next is Joe Ellen E. Wondering if I have any blockages in my chakra.
Yes, in your heart chakra. It seems to have happened just recently. Imagine white light going into your chakra system, understands a past life that has erupted, apparently. Something in your daily life has disrupted it, has awakened it within you. You might be feeling a little bit aggravated recently. You would be asking this. Something in your daily life, you met somebody, someone said something, it turned it on. So if you do a meditation on your heart chakra, just imagine white light, and also ask for that lifetime to come about, or ask for it to just heal itself. Bless it and ask it to leave. You have better words for that. Just allow it to go. I'm running out of energy. So that is all. Blessings. Anything else?
Okay, yes. And next question is, what is my connection to a base in Mars? My meditation and dream was so real and wondering what it's about.
Yes, you're part of the Super Soldier program. That's why. Your astral connection is part of the Super Soldier program. If I'm answering it, this is Mars, right? I think I heard that correctly. Yes, you also have a connection to Jupiter, which is quite interesting. You might see yourself as a light being of 6th density Palladian energy around Jupiter. You're very much monitoring that world as a protector, but monitoring because there is a lot of reptilian energies around there. I'm just giving you a galactic update if you need one. And as for what you're going through is, yes, you're going through a relapse of you have a lot of connections with Mars. I can't go into a whole lot of detail here, but what you're picking up is correct. You have an aspect there. You actually have 2 or 3 aspects there. You've had many lifetimes there as a politician, but as a positive politician. You want to keep it civil over there. It's not always the case. So you might be feeling tears at some times because of what you're connecting to, because, yeah, that's very real. Because it's not easy over there. Depending on who you connect to. Some say it's just lollipops and sugar over there, and others say it's freaking hell on earth. So anyway, depends on who you connect with. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Okay. Next is Marianne A. Hello, any messages for my sister Martha?
Yes, your guides are saying you're doing well. Also, that energy to your heart chakra seems to get blocked every once in a while. Also, your third eye seems to be opening up to a slight degree. The elementals are assisting you. You have a lot of connections with the frog people. Well, many lifetimes there. I know it might sound strange, sound like I'm crazy town, but understand they are pretty awesome to be around. If somebody had to choose between reptilians and frogs, they would choose frogs, definitely. They're very healing, and also, it does seem like they are, if you want to go this route, the healing ability is within you if you wish to connect with that. This is why they're around. Blessings. Have a nice day.
Okay. And what is Martha's galactic makeup? Much love.
2% reptilian, 5% alpha centaurian from the amphibian race. You don't hear about that very often. 2% gray, 10% Pleiadian, 5% yo. 2% Andromedan. Sometimes that Alpha Centaurian stuff is very hidden. There's always more, but interesting to know that. Yes, the healing ability, all that means with the amphibian is the healing power is very strong. That's what that means. Have a nice day.
Okay. And next question is from Peter Camp. This is a new Facebook friend. His name is Jesse Nussbaum. He lives in Australia and black hair and blue eyes. I hope you can connect with him. His girlfriend saw him sleeping with 8 eyes on his face one night. What alien starseed is he? And any messages from his guides?
I don't know if this is already answered. It does feel like it was, but let's see if I can connect to that. It does feel like that was answered. What I'm getting is Palladian energies. That's from my perspective. One moment. As for what's going on is actually this female that's seeing it, her third eye is opening up more. Actually, it's her abilities that are awakening, not his. His are there, yes, but he's going through a transformation, it seems. It just seems like he has 8 eyes. This is my perspective. I think this was already answered by somebody, but I'm giving my point of view. As for this girlfriend or whoever she has a lot of Andromedan energies, and their Andromedan power seems to be activating within her. Also, she has a lot of Yell also. And this is her guides letting her know that she has more going on than what she's seeing here. Have a nice day. Thank
you. Okay. And the next question is, he has UFO behind his house sometimes. He would like some information about them, and do they have any messages for him?
Actually, that's the Yell energies. And it do say that the reptilians come by quite often, and you just send them energy, nothing to worry about, but they are observing your progress. That's all they're saying at this time. And there seems to be a vortex around you also. And they're monitoring that, and they can't go into details. That might be why you see a lot of activity.
Okay, that's the last of the questions, and Omran Blue wants to say hi.
Yes, hi. All right, that's all I got for you. Autographs, you can just email me, my galactic email, just novak@novak.com or whatever. So, all right, take care, humans. Stay green. And I hope some of you dress up like a reptilian for Halloween. If you don't, I'll be really disappointed. Not really. Much love. All right. That was okay. To everyone. Have a good night.